You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible. And also, when we talk about cops gone crazy, video of a school resource officer wrestling with and restraining a crying 11-year-old girl is getting new attention this week after it was announced that the officer resigned amid continued criticism over his use of excessive force on a child. Folks, brace yourself because this video is extremely painful to watch.
Put your arms behind your back.
Ow! You're my arm. Get off me. Ow!
What does he ask you?
Yes, I actually had it just
Turn over. Turn over.
What does he ask you?
Do not resist. Do not resist. Stop resisting.
All right.
Stop resisting.
Please stop resisting.
Stop resisting.
Just stop, hon.
Stop resisting. Stop. Put your arms behind your back.
Zach, let's let her stand up.
Get off of me.
Stop resisting.
Get off.
Stop
Get
resisting.
off of me.
We're past that.
Get off of me.
Stop resisting.
I didn't
Okay,
touch
it's on you from here then, Zach.
Get
on
off
you.
of me.
It's on you.
Stop.
I've asked you to let her stand up. It's on you from here, Zach.
Get off of me.
Stop resisting.
Get off of me.
Put your hand.
I can't.
As I said, the police officer Zachary Christensen has resigned. He denied he was using excessive force on the 11-year-old girl, even after a school administrator told him she is not a threat to anyone. Erica, when you look at these cases, again, these cops gone wild, where are the bad apples people? The few bad apples.
So let me start by saying this, Roland. I listened to the audio because we played it on the show. I did not watch it. And one thing I want to kind of like start this off by saying is that there has got to be this movement away from these people that are in these jobs as being doing something that is so heroic, one of the bravest jobs in the world. It is a job. It is something that folks apply for and that they walk into. It is not the bravest job in the world. But then just wanted to preface it by saying that. But then secondly, I'm wanting to know, where in the hell are all of the about it people? Because, see, we should be in schools and be present every single day. Everybody popping off at the mouth and having so much authority in them and saying, you know, what elected officials should and should not be doing. Well, why aren't you present in schools? Why aren't you ensuring that these people that have been placed in our schools to really antagonize and to abuse our children aren't taken to task? This grown man followed around an 11-year-old child and waited for the moment to assault her.
Come on.
That's exactly what happened. He assaulted her and then tried to justify it by saying that she was stronger than him. An 11-year-old baby. These are our children. They are not stronger. They are not faster. They are children. And so my question is back to our community. Where are we when we have a real vivid understanding that unless this happens to white children, that it is not an epidemic, it's not an issue? I know that we all know within our family, within our communities, that there have been people that have done things like this in the name of being resource officers. So I want to ask that question. And then I also want to follow up by asking this. I want to follow up by asking, you have an 11-year-old child that now has a level of post-traumatic stress disorder from having a negative encounter with police officer. He's been at this school for 4 years, and you cannot begin to tell me that this lapel, this 77-minute lapel clip that was caught, is his first encounter with a black student. So again, where are all the about it people? Where are you? I'm looking for you. I want to know where you are. All of the internet gangs, all of the people that are able to type so quickly and have something really smart and snippy to say, where are you? Because our children are being hunted and they are being killed. They're being killed in their spirit and they're being killed in their person. And also bringing forward that our children are leading in suicides, meaning they're getting out of here way too soon. Yes. This is an epidemic, and it doesn't matter that media doesn't care. We are a strong and big and large community. Our caring should be more than enough.
All right, Greg.
No, I echo every word that we just heard from Sister Erica. In fact, as you were talking, Erica, I was thinking to myself, where was I? Where am I? I think it falls on all of us. This white man went home that night. He got to leave his job. You put your hands on a child, and the other man is sitting there watching you saying, let her stand up. She kept repeating, let me up, let me go, leave me alone, let me up. And yeah, you know, I will say one thing in his defense, she was stronger than him. She was stronger than him in spirit. Looks like she might even been physically stronger than him because his little punk behind couldn't get her arm behind, and she was not going down. That young sister right there, whatever she did or didn't do is irrelevant. She would not have her will broken in that moment, and that's what he was mad at, this little piece of a man. But this little piece of a man, as Erica said, followed her around, picked at her for touching a piece of paper, tried to say that she assaulted the principal when she brushed past him or he brushed past her in the doorway, kept trying to figure out, say, you going to jail for 50 cents worth of paper. Okay, big man. But you still walking the streets. You got to go to sleep last night. You probably gonna apply for another job and get it. And when you walk in with your little 10 badge and your attitude in a hallway, then I gotta ask myself a question. What kind of man am I to let you walk into school? What kind of man am I to let you even walk around? And Daniel Pantaleo, I applaud him. Apply for your job back. It is your constitutional right. If they hire him back, now we got another problem. You done killed somebody. In other words, and then finally, this brother who is putting his hands on women in Philadelphia and part of this epidemic, there is a culture in policing that gives these people this attitude that they are bigger than God. So you can put your hand on a woman, you can slap around a child, you can choke a man to death. Until we deal with the fundamental structural, cultural problem of policing in this country, this isn't gonna get better, it's only gonna get worse. And he gonna come up on the right one in a minute, and there ain't gonna be no conversation. He's not gonna go home that night. And I won't lose a wink of sleep if that even happens.
Absolutely, absolutely. And just to add to that understanding that there's a report. Oh, and just wanted to add, Roland, that, you know, white supremacists, Proud Boys, that membership is growing within law enforcement ranks. So literally, it is absolutely time to wake up. We know that there's always been that presence there, that slave patrols, that's definitely an outflow from what we're seeing now, but that they are here and they're not going anywhere.
That's right.
All right, folks, back to our Roland Mark Unfiltered video in just one moment. All right, family, it's almost that time. The holiday season is my favorite time of the year, and I'm sure for many of you, whether you're celebrating Thanksgiving, Ramadan, Christmas, Kwanzaa, or New Year's, this is when you think about spending time with the people you love the most. This is also the time to count your blessings and support those less fortunate and look at how you can have an impact on their lives. Well, I have the perfect opportunity for you to be a holiday hero and have a major impact on other families. Here's the deal. Right now, hundreds of thousands of Americans are sitting in jail without being convicted of a crime. Why? Because they lack the financial resources to pay their bail. Now think about it. If you're arrested for any minor offense, you will be taken directly to jail. If you don't have bail money, whether it's a few hundred or a few $1,000s, you will stay there until a court date is scheduled. That could be days, weeks, or even months. America's bail system is broken and has created a two-tier system of justice, one for the rich and another for the poor. Folks, freedom should not be free. That's why the Ebony Foundation has partnered with the Bail Project and is sponsoring the Home by the Holiday campaign. With your help, the goal is to bail out 1,000 people by New Year's Day. And that would be a great holiday gift for them and many of those families. A donation from you today can change someone's life tomorrow. And here's why it is critical. People of color represent anywhere from 50 to 90% of the people jailed across the country. Now, what that means that when they stay in jail, 90% of the people with misdemeanors ended up pleading guilty because why? They want to get out of jail. However, when bail is paid, 50% of the cases were dismissed and less than 2% actually received a jail sentence. Sometimes justice needs just us. To join the fight, be a holiday hero, donate $25, $50 or more to help the Ebony Foundation bring our brothers and sisters home by the holiday. To donate, Go to homebytheholiday.com. Website is right here, homebytheholiday.com. Please help somebody who needs your assistance. Now back to your Roland Martin Unfiltered video.